Hi, this is Hayley from Pop Evil, and you are listening to Rhino Radio.
So I have the honor of sitting with Hayley of Pop Evil. So I don't know if I can even say welcome back because you're technically a native, not of Birmingham.
Not of Birmingham, but
Brighton?
yeah, Brighton.
So-
but yeah, you could say welcome back because I feel pretty victorious to be back, to be honest with you, because I spend so much time over in America. So to finally be back here is amazing. Yeah.
Okay, and also congratulations on the self-titled that was released last year.
Thank you.
But still, the first return since the release.
Yeah.
In my opinion, great release. Really enjoyed all the singles and the album and the videos as well.
Thank you.
Can you point out one great memory from either the studio or the tour or anything relating to the kind of the cycle that you're going to remember when we talk about it in the future?
There's so many good memories with this album. You know, where we recorded the album was a studio called Sound Emporium in Nashville. And we spent 6 weeks there. And I literally went back and visited the studio like a couple of weeks ago as we were going through Nashville, because it became a home. You know, it wasn't just a workplace. Everybody that works in the studio has just become not just friends. It's like brothers, sisters. Like I feel like I've got an auntie in the studio manager. You know, it was just such a wonderful place to record the album. There's magic in those walls, and it was just an amazing experience. And obviously working with Kato as well was just, I feel truly blessed to have had the opportunity to work with him. And he's sadly not with us anymore, which makes it even more poignant. You know, it was the last album that he made. So yeah, that's a very special memory to do with the album. But then also, you know, post, you know, it being released, first hearing Waking Lions on American radio as we were going along in the bus, you know, that was a moment for me. You know, the song went to number one. A massive moment for someone like me from England, just bumbling around in America. You know, it was quite a surreal and strange experience. So I feel very blessed to have been a part of that.
Well, great. To many more.
Yes, fingers crossed. Legendary's doing pretty well at the moment. That's rising up the charts. I loved making the video for that song. It was so much fun. We got all these kids like being our little mini selves, and the mini me literally was a mini me. I spent the whole day climbing trees with her, and like just it was so much fun. The kids had a great time making the video. So all we had to do was just walk on at the beginning and walk off at the end. So it was an easy job for us. But the kids just ran around and had an absolute riot for 2 days on this kind of set in LA. You know, it was a great day for them. So yeah, that's fond memories of that video.
So, again, to many more videos as well. So memories and videos.
Yeah.
A lot to look forward to in the future. And correct me if I'm wrong, but one of the major themes of the album is unity, kind of bringing people together.
Yeah.
If you had one wish to change something about the world, what would it be to make it a better place?
I wish people were just born with feeling content with themselves. I think if humans can evolve to get to that point, then the world will be a better place. That's the thing that breaks my heart. You know, I think all of the problems we have, obviously a lot of it is governments and money fighting over, you know, whatever. But I just feel as humans, if we could just be content with ourselves naturally, then the world will be a better place. And I don't know how that's going to happen, but we've got to evolve somehow, and that's my hope.
Do you feel like music or musicians have a role, or maybe even a duty?
I think anything in the arts really does play a role, because it's self-expression, and even if you don't play music or you don't paint as an artist, you go and experience it. It's a very, very important thing. And I think our education system is starting to forget that. And it can't be forgotten. The arts are so important to our mental health and well-being. And So yeah, that's a call out to the education system and government to please don't forget the arts and don't bury it, and it's so important.
Okay, and I'm going to be a bit cheeky. We said that the theme of the album was unity, but the name of the band, I know you weren't a part of, but still, it kind of pokes different genres.
Yeah,
okay? Others saying that pop is evil, or saying that metal, the kind of more darker side of the band, is evil.
Yeah, I mean, the way I think the way the boys look at it now, and I think we've all been in bands when we were younger, and you had that angsty, like, you against the world kind of thing, and I think that's where it stemmed from at the start. But now I think if you look at their musical catalogue, and, you know, if you hang out with the guys, their musical differences and what they listen to, it's that melodic side and the heavy side. You know, they're not scared of the kind of commercial uplifting song, and then embracing their darker side too. So it's kind of taken on a dual meaning, I think, for them as they've kind of grown up. So that's that. They've stuck with it.
Following up on that, do you believe in guilty pleasures?
Oh yeah.
So what is yours?
me and Dave, the guitarist, I think we embrace our guilty pleasures on a regular basis.
So if you embrace it, is it still a guilty pleasure?
Well, it still feels a little bit naughty, a little bit dirty. I mean, you know, if Britney Spears was going to come on the loudspeaker, I'd be straight down there on the dance floor, you know. So, of course. And I think, you know, Dave's is probably maybe Katy Perry. So, you know, we embrace it. It's fun. You know, you can't take yourself too seriously.
Is it going to leak into your covers? I know that you still do some on the set, but I don't know if it goes that...
I'd love to cover Britney Spears. I doubt it'll ever happen, though.
I would love to see Lee screaming, "It's Britney, bitch."
Yes. Literally, because when we played Vegas, I went and got my Britney Spears merch. Literally, she really is a guilty pleasure of mine, and I've got the Britney bitch T-shirt. And I was, you must be a bit psychic, because I was literally laying in my bunk last night thinking, I wish I brought my Britney bitch T-shirt out. I wonder if I could get away with wearing that on stage one day. So there we go, maybe. And if stranger things have happened.
Yeah, again, we can make the news with that. I'll follow up on that. If I'm mistaken, the band, obviously you being British, the band from the US, but even within the kind of the American culture, they have different sides of it. How would you suggest to kind of celebrate it, or do you guys ignore the differences? What's the best way to deal with
between us culturally, between
genders, between cultures, between even the history? So you have so many stories. Mm-hmm. Do you guys ignore it, just kind of flatten it, and we're just people, or just we're celebrating the fact that we're different?
No, I mean, there's discussions that happen since me joining the band. You know, because Pop Evil was a real boys' club. You know, taking me in was a big step for them. You know, and it was great that they sort of opened their mind to the possibility. You know, I give them full credit for that. But then, you know, still, you know, they get asked in interviews, they don't know how to word things sometimes. And it's like, oh, did I say it right, Hayley? Have I offended women? I'm like, just, you know, and obviously we talk things through. And, you know, I'm not a major feminist. I am a little bit, obviously. I've got to be. I'm kind of predominantly in a man's world, so I have to kind of hold my own in some corners. But you know, in the world we're nearly there. We're in a better place than we used to be. But there are discussions that still need to happen. And you know, yeah, me being in a band like Pop Evil is a good thing to show the next generation of kids. You know, this band was super macho. I mean, you got songs like Boss's Daughter, and you know, so it's a good thing. And as long as things like this keep happening, we'll just keep chiseling away, we'll get there. You know. So
with all the differences and the changes and you affecting them, does the band say football or soccer?
They still... Well, their football is football, but it's not a football, is it? I mean, it's not really kicked with your foot, and it's not ball-shaped.
Yeah,
So this is no, they don't care. So,
Logic is not
there was
something
so
to add.
we're friends with the band Avatar. I don't know whether you know them. They call it hand egg.
Okay, yeah,
It's like,
the American football.
Yeah. It's like you can't call it football. It's in your hand and it looks like an egg.
I'm guessing you've heard the phrase "Don't bore me with the facts."
So we do laugh about all the differences with sport, but.
Okay, and I'm going to confront you with a new recent effect of the band on language, okay, with the release of Waking Lions. Some people started using the term waking the lion in some sort of a, let's say, dating scenario. Do you take ownership on that, or do you just denounce that completely?
No, but that's kind of cool. Okay, I'm going to be thinking of that tonight. Yeah. Right.
Spread it to the world.
Yeah.
Okay, Hayley of Pop Evil, anything else you want to add to fans and listeners out there?
Well, I do have to get this off my chest because you were saying about Waking the Lion as the dating thing. When Waking Lions first came out, I started putting hashtag lioness on my things, and then I clicked on the hashtag once, and there was this device, let's say, that was designed to pleasure females, and I was like, oh shit, I don't think I can hashtag lioness anymore. But no. So anything I want to add, on a serious note, go check out our new single, Be Legendary. That could go in a dating thing as well, right? I don't know. There's nothing really to add. I've had fun.
Thank you very much
I'm
for your
happy
time.
to leave it there.
Enjoy the rest of the tour.
Will do.
And I'll see you soon.
I really enjoyed that interview. Thank you.